Come on, Mrs. Peacock. Let's go find some hidden treasures.
I can't wait. Let's go. You guys want to go too?
Come on with us. We're going to go find some. Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome to Mr. Peacock and Friends. I wonder what Mr. Peacock will be doing today. Let's find out, but first I have to find him. Do you know where he is? Mr. Peacock! Mr. Peacock!
I'm here.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Peacock. We're all wondering what you're going to be doing today.
Well, today, Mrs. Peacock, I'm taking you out on a date, and we're going to go to a ballroom.
We're going to a ballroom? What are we going to do at the ballroom?
Well, I'm not going to be dancing. I'm going to be playing in the band.
You're going to play in the band at the ballroom?
Yeah, because people have to play music for people to dance to.
Okay, shall we go see him play in the ballroom?
Well, maybe not me, but we're going to go to the ballroom first.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Mrs. Peacock, let's check that ballroom out.
Come on.
We are in Clear Lake, Iowa, right in front of the world's famous Surf Ballroom.
That's right. This ballroom is the last place that Buddy Holly and Ritchie Valens and the Big Bopper J.P. Richardson performed before they had a fatal plane crash.
His music is so great. If you go back to the old music, that'll be today. And I like that song all the time. And there's lots of other songs. You just have to check them out. And we're going to go inside and check this wonderful place out. And then we're going to go check out the fatal crash site where there's a great memorial that is a good place to remember these wonderful musicians.
Yes, let's check out the museum inside. And then you know what?
What?
I think we should find some more hidden treasures.
Let's do.
Okay.
Mrs. Peacock, you have to read what's on this monument in front of the Surf Ballroom.
That's right. It says Ritchie Valens, Buddy Holly, J.P. Richardson, Big Bopper. It's in memory of rock and roll legends. It's also in memory of the pilot Roger Peterson. This says the above legends played their last concert at the Surf Ballroom, Clear Lake, Iowa, on February 2nd, 1959. Their earthly life tragically ended in a plane crash 5.2 miles northwest of the Mason City Airport, February 3rd, 1959. The music lives on.
And let's go check it out.
Yes, let's go check the museum and see what's inside. So that'll be the day. Peggy Sue, Words of Love, Every Day, Maybe Baby, Heartbeat, Think It Over, Rave On, Raving My Heart, Peggy Sue Got Married, Bo Diddley, Brown-Eyed Handsome Man, and Wishing.
Well, we are inside the museum and we're right by the Wall of Fame. And this is interesting. The gift shop is right over here. And we're just going to go walk into the famous room here of the museum. Well, Mrs. Peacock, we have found the museum and I think some of their famous guitars are right over here.
Yes, I think so. We've got some pictures. It's very interesting.
These are 45s and I still have a record player that plays them. Well, Mrs. Peacock, we are in the world's famous ballroom, and man, I wish I could have played in this ballroom.
Yeah, isn't this quite a nice ballroom and a nice location to have a concert?
In fact, this is the actual stage that he performed in.
Yep, that's right.
I think we're going to go on stage and go on the back in the green room where they hung out before each performance.
Yeah, let's do that. I think we should.
Well, we're heading into the green room, and this is quite a place, and we're going to give you a view of what it looked like if you were him performing on this wonderful stage. Oh my goodness, the wall is full of autographs that you can't even imagine. I don't even know who all these people are. You would have to take hours just to even see who they were.
Oh wow, isn't that something? All the names, everything here. Wow.
Crazy. Totally crazy. Look at this.
Yeah. Look at
And
that.
this is where he spent his time before he went on stage. So amazing.
Yeah.
It inspires me as a music teacher for 42 years.
It's really quite cool. Should we go up on the stage?
Let's go on stage and see what it looked like on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, Mr. and Mrs. Peacock.
Yay!
And here we are on the wonderful stage. And let me show you what it would look like if you were actually performing in this wonderful venue. And there it is out there. And that's what it would look like. Oh my goodness. What a place, Mrs. Peacock. I can't even imagine what it would be like performing on this stage.
I know, it would be fun, wouldn't it?
And in fact, you could actually see wonderful pictures of the memories of these fantastic musicians up on the wall up there.
Oh, isn't that neat?
The world's famous Surf Ballroom. I hope you can come out here in Clear Lake, Iowa and check out a performance here because it's got to be electrified. I am so inspired to be here as a music teacher and a musician.
You should come just to see the museum. It's really very
It's
interesting.
great. Let's go, Mrs. Peacock.
Yes, let's do. I want to go with the booths. They look so cool over here, so let's go. These are really neat booths. Aren't they cool?
I can't even imagine sitting over here and watching them perform. This is inspiring as a musician and as finding a hidden treasure in Clear Lake, Iowa.
Yeah, it's really a nice little ballroom. These booths are really cute. I think they're neat. This is a great place to come.
Well, I think it's time for us to move on and check out some more hidden treasures in this wonderful venue.
I think so too.
Mrs. Peacock, tell me about this newspaper article.
Yes, this newspaper article, it says Rock and Roll Idols Among the Dead. This is right after they played here, and they got on the plane flight. It was in February, and they crashed out in the field.
Well, we're under construction, making this place even better, if you can imagine that. But right over in here is where they made their final phone call.
Let's go see.
And this was preserved in memory of these wonderful musicians. Well, what can you say when you've been to the Surf Ballroom?
It's a lot of fun. I'll say it was quite the ballroom. But even this ballroom was built in 1948. It's just been placed on the National Register of Historic Places. So it's very interesting. You really should come. It's fun.
And if you're a music fan, and especially I am, I'm a lover of music, 41 years, 42 years of it, you gotta come check it out. And you gotta check out when they have a live band playing in there to get the real flavor of the place. It's great without it.
Yeah, we've had a great time, but I guess we should move on.
See you later, Surf Ballroom.
Okay.
This is the Three Stars Plaza, and it shows 345 records on the spindle, and it's in honor of the 3 stars that died in that plane crash, Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and the Big Bopper, Richardson.
Wow, and take a look at that, how beautiful that is.
That's right, it's really pretty. The names are under here.
Oh my goodness, look at this, Mrs.
Look
Peacock.
at them. Aren't that cool?
What can you say? That is awesome, and that's a good way to be remembered as a fantastic musician as these guys were.
Yes, and at night, these are lit up in blue neon. So can't you imagine how pretty it looks
Mrs.
at
Peacock,
night?
we started walking to find the actual crash site, and it's a real hot summer afternoon here, and I don't think I want to walk a whole mile to get to it.
It's supposed to be under 1/2 of a mile. But let's just walk just a little bit farther.
We are north of Clear Lake, Iowa, near the crash site. We attempted to walk the field, and it's about a mile round trip. way too hot today.
It's too hot out here to go for that one, although we probably were almost there. But it's too hot, so we turned around and came back. But this is where it was, way out in the middle of the field. This is where the plane actually crashed. And this is good enough for us.
And if you want to come out here when it's nicer weather, not 90 degrees and lots of humidity, maybe you can call and maybe they can open up the gate and you can drive out there. I don't know how they do that, but all I know now is I'm ready to go in the car and get some cool air on me and a nice cold glass of water.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
You've just seen the Surf Ballroom in Clear Lake, Iowa.
Yes, you weren't playing at Clear Lake. In fact, nobody was playing in Clear Lake.
No, we had to wait until the weekend to actually see someone perform, but there were some 3 famous musicians who really made their mark in that ballroom.
Yeah, that's right. This was the last place that 3 rock and roll stars played before their fatal plane crash. And we actually went to what's called 3 Stars Plaza and saw 3 45 records up on a spindle.
And if you don't know what a 45 record is, you'll just have to check out the internet to figure that out. We didn't have one here today. But we had a lot of fun on this journey, and it was a little hot out by the fields where we were trying to check things out. But we sure enjoyed that ballroom.
Yes, it really was nice. The crash site was way out in the middle of a field and it was too hot to walk there. But it was very interesting to see exactly where it was. And the ballroom's absolutely fantastic. You should go there for a concert sometime.
Yes, and I just love checking these places out. It brings back memories of the past. Oh no, not again.
Yeah, time's up. We've got to go.
But do we have to?
But we got to go. Time's up.
Okay. If that's the case, I'll say see you all later.
That's right. Next time on Mr. Peacock and Friends, we'll see what's happening on the Peacock farm. Right, Mr. Peacock? Mr. Peacock is gone. He must be off on another adventure. So until next time on Mr. Peacock and Friends, I'll see you later. Mr. Peacock, Mr. Peacock.
We finally got home.
To show you what we saw today.
And I can't wait for our next trip. Let's go find out what we just did. Come on.
Hey!